everyone! This week is the third week of Advent. This is a pink week. There are only 2 of them in the whole year, one in Advent and one in Lent. The pink color is for the joy we have knowing Jesus is coming soon. Advent is the time when we anticipate Jesus is coming. We are waiting for Jesus in his birth at Christmas. At the same time, we have Jesus in our hearts. So we spend the time drawing close to Jesus in our hearts and looking forward to seeing him alive in the world around us. There are 4 weeks of Advent. Each week of Advent has a special story. 2 weeks ago, we were looking forward to Jesus' coming. Last week, John the Baptist reminded us to turn back to God. This week, John the Baptist tells us he is helping everyone get ready for Jesus and that he is already there if only the people could see him. And next week, the angel Gabriel will visit Mary to tell her that she will have a baby, Jesus. Advent is a very special journey, and following that journey before Christmas makes Christmas even more special. This week's gospel is from the Gospel of John. A man named John was sent from God. He came for testimony, to testify to the light, so that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to testify to the light. And this is the testimony of John. When the Jews from Jerusalem sent priests and Levites to him to ask him, "Who are you?" he admitted and did not deny it, but admitted, "I am not the Christ." So they asked him, "What are you then? Are you Elijah?" And he said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" He answered, "No." So they said to him, "Who are you, so we can give an answer to those who sent us? What do you have to say for yourself?" He said, "I am the voice of one crying out in the desert, 'Make straight the way of the Lord,' as Isaiah the prophet said." Some Pharisees were also sent. They asked him, "Why do you baptize if you are not the Christ or the Elijah or the prophet?" John answered them, "I baptize with water, but there is one among you who you do not recognize, the one who is coming after me, whose sandal strap I am not worthy to untie." This happened in Bethany across the Jordan where John was baptizing. In this week's gospel, John is asked who he is. Is he the Christ, who will bring God's Spirit to the people? No. Is he Elijah? Elijah was a prophet who did many good things in his life, and at the end of his life he went up to heaven in a chariot of fire. No, he wasn't Elijah. Is he the prophet like Moses, whom God chose to lead his people out of Egypt to live a new life following God? No. So who is he? John said he is a voice speaking out in the desert, saying, "Make straight the way of the Lord," helping everyone get ready for Jesus. So they asked him, "Why are you baptizing people if you're not the Christ or the Elijah or the prophet?" And John said that although he is baptizing people, there is someone among them that they don't recognize, who will come after John and be much greater than John. One of the great things about John is that he was fully focused on Jesus instead of himself. He wasn't doing things to be important or stand out. He was working to get ready for Jesus. He was baptizing people to help them get ready for Jesus. How can we work for Jesus and not worry about ourselves? It was also interesting that John could see Jesus coming. yet everyone else didn't recognize him. Have you ever discovered a really great person who at first you didn't understand? Maybe there was someone who was really nice, but you were scared of them before you met them. Maybe there was someone who looked different or talked different and made it hard for you to see what a wonderful person they were. Is there a wonderful person around you just waiting for you to recognize them? Is it hard to recognize Jesus sometimes?